Yeah.
No.
Oh, not really. Oh. A little bit. Ay.
Funny how you think I need you, but honestly I don't need anything. Like what you see, you can look, but I won't let you touch up on anything. I'm independent, I'm so sufficient, and I don't need a wedding ring.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with a very special guest. You guys already know her. She's eating pickles right now. I'm going to be doing her makeup because sis, do you want to say it or what?
You can say it.
Okay. She is pregnant. Yes, congratulations.
So I'm gonna be a mom.
She's gonna be a mom. Like that's so. I'm so happy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna be a mom. But I'm so excited.
Happy.
I'm really excited. Oh my god, it's fucking hot.
It's hot as we had to turn off the fan
light
because yeah, the light too. It's right in our face. Okay. We gonna be sweating. Hopefully your makeup don't stop melting. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing. Maternity shoot makeup. So are you excited?
I'm very excited
To be a mom.
I have been just preparing to become a mom. That's basically all I've been doing. That's all that's on my mind 24/7.
What you been doing?
Working, saving money, getting my credit right, just like preparing for real life responsibilities.
Yeah.
And just like, you know, knowing that, you know, I've also been writing down in journals like things I want to instill in my child, and
like what?
Like religions, and you know how I want to have them their diet and things like that, you know, like things that I want them to be as a person and how I want to raise them.
Yeah.
So I'm like very head on about a lot of things with my child.
So what is something that you do want to like make sure that your child like not believes in, but like what you just
I want them
said?
to be liberal.
Okay.
Very liberal.
For like
stand up for people's rights. And I want them to be like very accepting of people, and you know, of course, know right from wrong, but also like be able to help people in certain situations. You know, I want my kid to not be the bully, but the person that stands up to the bully. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like I have to be a good example of that. Because I just recently started talking about it on Facebook, how like I wrote a post and I said that like growing up I never used to talk about like any of my beliefs or anything like that. And I would keep it to myself because I wouldn't want to start conflict, or you know, when you start talking about certain issues that go in the world, I used to be like, I don't discuss.
Yeah,
you remember I used to say that. But now that I'm gonna have like a child in this world and they're gonna have to live in this world, I feel like it's my duty to put my input into this world as much as I can, because they're gonna live in it. And I can't just allow certain things to happen because I don't know who my child's gonna be. As of now, I don't know the gender of my child, but I don't know, in reality, I don't know if my child's gonna be gay. I don't know if my child is going to, you know, want to have an abortion later in life, or, you know, if they're female. You know, there's certain rights that I feel like they should have. I feel like I have to fight for those rights.
Exactly.
So they can have those rights.
Especially because, like, what's going on now, like, it's fucking crazy. Like, the world we live in right now is insane. Like, I'm just like, what is going on?
It
like,
baffles me.
It baffles me, too. Like, I can't.
Like, I really can't
believe us. like, what are we doing? That's what scares me, though, about, like, having kids. Just because of, like, where... Like, you really don't know where this world is heading. So it's just like...
And I feel like I have to, like, put an input into it. Well, we all together have to put an input to it, so we can have our children live in a world that is very peaceful as much as it can be. I just want my, you know, child to live their best life.
Yeah.
Of course, for a while they're going to be very young, but eventually it's going to come to a time where I have to start teaching them certain things. I think slowly but surely you can teach them how to get involved in things, though. Like volunteering and stuff, without having to let them know the negatives so fast and let them grow up so fast. It's a way that you can do it.
What age would you like start doing it?
I feel like I want them to see like giving back to younger children, like, you know, children that don't have what he or she has in life. People may not look at it like I'm not Kim Kardashian or Kylie Jenner rich.
Yeah.
But people think that only those people should give back to the less fortunate. And I feel like that's not true. We are very fortunate as well because there's people who don't even have one toy to play with.
Yeah, exactly. And then people have all these crazy like leftover shit in your closet that you can just give away. That you don't use.
That you can give away. So I feel like at a certain age, like probably like 7 or 6, I want them to be able to like share with younger kids and just, you know, do volunteering with like animals and doing stuff like that to get their like little foot through the door.
Yeah.
Of like, you know, doing nice and kind things. And then I think when they're older, of course, I want to show them, you know, the real true side of stuff and how people, you know, in soup kitchens and stuff like that don't get a chance to eat and everything like that. Like, I really want to bring a really good person into this world and raise them to be a really good person. I think that's my biggest goal.
I feel like you're gonna be good at that. Yeah. Cause you're very like straightforward. I feel like you're gonna be really straightforward with your kids. So it's just gonna be like, listen, like if you come back bullying people, I'm gonna have to beat you.
I'm gonna
have to fight you. Be nice people in here. Don't be doing it. But what do you want?
Gender?
Gender wise.
I want a boy. If you're a girl, I'm sorry. I never wanted to record myself saying that just in case I do have a girl. And then they look at it and be like, like, you wanted a boy? But no matter what gender I have, I'll be very happy. But I always just imagine myself as like a parent to boys. I'm gonna explain why, just in case she sees this if I do have a girl. I never was really the girly type, which she'll of course find out. I grew up like very tomboyish, as you know. And I always felt like I couldn't provide for a girl as much. Like about like the girly stuff and going to do things and all that other stuff. I started learning about a lot of things, like getting my nails done and stuff like that. Later in life, I started learning about stuff like that. But I don't know, like shopping and doing all that stuff and being like the typical girl. I don't know. I just never was like that. So I just never saw myself being a mother to a girl. But I feel like if I do have a girl, I would grow into loving those things because I would want to do those things with her.
Yeah.
Especially if she's into it. If she's not into it, I'll be like, she's just like me. It's cool. It's cool. She's not into it. I ain't gonna force her to be into it. She ain't digging it. She ain't digging it.
Yeah.
You know, but if she is into it, I want to be into it too. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm starting to cry.
Oh, why are you crying? You getting emotional?
No.
Oh, I'm gonna say, oh.
No, it's because you poking my eye hard.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am?
Yeah, that's why I said I'm starting to cry. He was beating my eye. And if I have a boy, I just feel like that's gonna really be my homie. You feel me?
I can see you with a boy. Like I feel like
a lot of people can see
if it's
me
on
with
me,
a boy.
I would say you're having a boy. Like I'm putting it on a boy.
He's gonna really be my homie, and I'm gonna be out here teaching him
how to be respectable,
be a good black man. You feel me?
For
like
real.
No.
Be safe out here in these streets too.
I of course take everybody's advice to like, you know, some extent. But of course I'm gonna do things my way because it's my child. So I'm gonna do things, you know, how I feel it should be done.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I listen to like, you know, different people talking about like education.
What they be
like,
saying, like
just different things, like things I should worry about. Like there's so many things that come along with being a parent. It's just enormously like really responsible, like really a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, it's a whole person.
Yeah.
It hurt too. It looked cute though. It was like droopy.
Oh, my eyes so sensitive today. Oh, I know why. Stuck in my contact last night.
Oh, you did? Oh, damn. I did that the other day. I know exactly how you're feeling.
Oh, you guys want to hear a cute story?
What happened?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, the way I found out I was pregnant is really actually funny. One day, randomly, I called Trendsetter, who's with me now, and I was like, oh my god, I think something's like wrong going on with me. Like, I feel really sick. Like, I'm not understanding what's wrong or whatever. And anytime I feel something is wrong. Anytime I feel like something is wrong, I usually go to the hospital. Always, because I'm like paranoid. I called Trendsetter and I was like, oh, what you doing? I like called out of work because something's going on with my body. I'm going to the hospital. Do you think you can come with me? And I just asked her to come with me because, you know, I just wanted some company. She ended up coming, and we talked about all the possible scenarios that was possibly going on with my body. I was throwing up randomly all the time. I couldn't understand it. Some things going on with my vagina, couldn't understand it. Like, I was just so like confused. And then we got there, and then, you know, at the hospital they automatically make you take a pregnancy test, like all the time if you're a female.
Especially if you say your stomach hurt.
Yeah, especially if that. So, but I wasn't sweating it at all. I was like, okay, whatever, like, and then she asked me, right, do you remember? The doctor, she was like, do you think you're possibly pregnant? I was like, no.
Yeah, because you said that, like, previously you actually took a test.
I took a test and everything, and it came out negative. So I was like, no, I'm not pregnant. Like, I knew I wasn't. And then she ended up leaving. We talked for a little bit. Then the doctor came back, and she was like, is she your best friend? And I was like, yeah. She was like, do you tell her? Yeah, the one you trust? Yeah. She was like, is she the one you trust? And I was like, yeah. She was like, you tell her everything? And I was like, yes. She was like, okay, you're pregnant. No. I was like, what? We looked at each other like, it was so weird. And I was like, no. Like, I was in denial a little bit. I feel like, you feel that for me? Because I was like,
you were saying, could it be a false? What's the operative of a false positive?
Yeah, I was like, is it a false positive? Like, is that possible? It wasn't that I was hoping it was a false positive. I just felt shocked. Yeah, like, I didn't think that I was really actually.
That we did not go. I didn't think that either. Like, we literally went there just thinking, like, what? That was honestly, that's the first thing that doctors think. That was the last thing that we were thinking. Because I did not even think of that.
I didn't think that at all. But asking me personal questions about all my life, you know, who I'm married to, if I am married, all this other stuff. I was like, girl, get out of my business.
Shit, doctor.
she was a little too close, too personal. But I went to go do the ultrasound. They first told me Trendsetter couldn't come with me, but I had a little issue with that, and I was like, she coming. So she came. So Trendsetter is the first person that knew that I was pregnant, because she was there with me.
I was there. Yeah. It was.
She found out.
And then, surprisingly, we were there the time where you were showing that you were pregnant, and she was in denial, saying that she wasn't pregnant. But that was because you took the test, though.
Yeah, I took the test. I was like, I'm not pregnant.
No, but I don't know why I thought that was so cool. He was like, you were.
I was pregnant. I think I was like 2 weeks or 3 weeks pregnant by that time, because wasn't your show in January?
Yeah, it was in January.
Yeah, so.
So you were already getting symptoms.
Yeah, I was getting symptoms. That's why I was throwing up so frequently.
Yeah, because you were like, I've been throwing up a lot.
It just made no sense to me.
No, it randomly
kept happening. And even people that I worked with at my job, they were looking at me like, what is her issue? Something wrong with her stomach? Because I would always complain about how my stomach hurt. And then my doctor, or like my boss, she would buy me like crackers and ginger ale to get me like through the day, because I would be so nauseous. What's up? What you doing?
I don't even know where to start.
What happened?
Okay, so how would you like approach certain situations? Like, say the tongue. The birds and the bees. I'm like, the tongue. How would you like go about approaching that with like your kids? Especially,
well, you know, I'm real.
Yeah.
I'm real. And I feel like I'm gonna have that talk with them when they're 13.
13? What grade is that? Well, I don't know, because I don't know. Nowadays, these kids.
I'm sorry if you doing it any of that. I'm gonna hurt my child. I'm gonna really hurt my child. But I feel like 13 is definitely a good age to sit them down and really have that conversation with them.
Keep them pure for a long time.
Realistically, have that conversation with them and being like, you know, especially, it depends. That's why I'm thinking in my head, it depends how the conversation is going to go. depending on the gender of who they are. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck. Guys want to pluck things because of peer pressure and, you know, wanting to get ahead and just, you know, get their needs met. And girls, they try to do it for love because these little niggas trying to make them think it's about love.
Exactly.
So, you know, it just depends on the situation and, you know, my child. And then, you know, even if, like, I really don't know who my child is going to be. Like, that's another thing that I always have to keep in mind.
What if your child becomes like a murderer?
They're not gonna. They're not gonna.
I always wonder that.
Like, no, they're not.
I feel like that's like my biggest.
I personally really believe that evil is not born, it's created. And I personally feel like people who are really evil, they had some type of influence in their life
That turned it
and made them that way. So I'm going to try to shield my child from as much evil as I can, you know?
Most of the times, it's always some kind of like backstory.
And it is a cause and effect to everything. A reason why there's no excuse.
Yeah, no, definitely
No excuse at all to be acting like that, but because there's many people that have very bad backgrounds,
Same
but
situation
still, you know, they don't feel like the need to kill somebody or rape somebody or, you know, I'm not even gonna get into it because I'm gonna get mad. But at the same time, I think that is a good thing. Like, worst scenario, if my child ends up becoming like a thief or something that I don't want them to become, because, you know, kids do stray. Yeah, even though you teach them a certain way, you know, it's based off of, you know, their whole surrounding period.
And who they're hanging out
with.
And
who they're hanging out with.
That's a big one.
Very big thing. So, if they end up doing things and, you know, all you can do is teach them the real logistics. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. You stealing, your ass can end up in jail. Period. Stealing can lead drugs. You can end up dead. Like, I'm just gonna tell them the truth. Yeah. And just let them know certain situations.
I feel like it's always best.
But I feel like I'm gonna let them know that I'm not gonna sugarcoat them and be like, everything's gonna be okay kind of thing. I'm gonna let them know that these were your decisions. And there's punishment for those decisions.
Like, for instance, this is my biggest thing that, when your cousin Dante, you know, murdered your homeboy, blah blah blah, but you ain't saying nothing. Be like, let my nigga go free.
Oh no.
He's a murderer.
He a murderer.
He a murderer. So if my child becomes a murderer, he need to stay. He need to stay in jail.
Exactly.
He need to stay in jail.
You gotta pay for the time.
Yes.
You do the crime, you gotta do the time. Maybe when you get out, whatever, but
try
you
to
did it.
make your life or whatever.
I mean, it's definitely going to get hard at one point, especially when they become teenagers. Like,
in teenage years, I'm gonna want to fight.
Like, especially if it's a girl, they always have a problem with their mom. Always.
Yeah, they gonna have a little attitude because they gonna think I'm trying to control them. Because of course, I was young too.
Like, I was you.
And I remember how my mom used to get on my nerves when she'd be like, don't do this and don't do that. But my mom is a different case, you know. She just said she thought Trinity was a gang member.
Oh my gosh, she thought I was a gang member because I was wearing red, right? Walking down the street and I had on red. I'm probably...
This been my best friend my whole life.
Like,
now when she see Trinity, hey Trinity, but she tried her hardest when I was younger.
She really did. I remember that too.
And I'm like, what's wrong with you? So sometimes you don't have to listen to your parents because obviously sometimes your parents are very wrong.
Just have good, teach them to have
good intuition.
Good intuition and not give in to peer pressure.
I think the one question I've been getting the most is how far along I am. I have not answered one person. Only you guys know how far along I am.
Yeah. Why don't you tell nobody?
I don't know. I don't want people to be nosy.
Why?
Like, just know I'm pregnant. That's it. And the baby's coming. That's it. Actually, if people are smart, if they watch this video, they'll be able to tell how far along I am. Because I said the month I got pregnant.
Oh, yeah. True. So put it together. Comment down below what you think. So what is, like... the things that you're most excited about?
I honestly feel like everything.
Everything? Oh.
I really am excited to like take it off. I'm excited to do like everything. Like from holding them to feeding them, breastfeeding.
Oh yeah, you said you were gonna breastfeed.
Yeah, like I just feel like everything to build that bond with my child. They're not even gonna remember that bond because I don't remember that bond with my mom because I was a baby. But it's still a bond, you know what I'm saying? When stuff go wrong or you get in trouble or your tummy hurt or something like that, who do you always go to?
Your mom.
You go to your mom.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's gonna make me so happy when my child be like, and walk over and
Or like when they're in public and they're scared and they just run up to you.
Yeah,
like, I
like
need my protection.
Yeah, this is the cutest thing. I ain't gonna lie. Now that I'm pregnant, I'm so judgmental, but my mom told me to stop doing that. But I be looking at how other people raise their kids in public. I be getting so mad. Like, why is she doing that? Why is he doing that? Like, and I remember this one parent, like, in that situation, the child, it was in the grocery store, the child ran up to him, like, crying. It was like, yeah, like, being all afraid. And then it was the father. The mother just watched. But the father was like, move, stop acting like that. Stop acting like a big baby. And I was like, he is a baby. Yeah. He is a baby. Like, what do you think happens? They're kids, like, and they want to, you know, be, like, I just don't get parents. I don't get people. I don't get people.
Just get mad. Years are very, very important, like, when it comes to child development.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you definitely want to show them, like, affection and stuff when they're younger.
Mm-hmm. I feel like this baby has already changed me in so many ways, and they're not even here yet. Little do they know who their mama was before I found out I was pregnant.
Who was she?
I was a mess. I would keep it a buck. I was making good money, but I was very irresponsible with my money. You know how people have nurseries and stuff? Like, I'm not even gonna know what that is because my child is literally gonna be pinned to me all the time. And then you know how babies just like sleep, poop, and eat?
Yeah. I'm
literally gonna be like, when they're sleeping, majority of the time, because that's what they do, I'm literally gonna be at their like little bassinet and be like, play with me. Like, you know, like I feel like I'm gonna be so annoying.
Oh yeah. You plan on making a YouTube? Mm-hmm. Start to do like, go back on YouTube, go follow her channel, guys, subscribe to her. I will put it right here whenever she start making videos again. Like, but she still got videos up there though.
No, I'm gonna make a whole completely new channel.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, it's gonna be raising blank. I already have the baby's name already, but it's definitely gonna be cute, and you guys are gonna see a lot of different things with the baby. Honestly, the YouTube channel is just gonna be basically about my child and raising my child. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be their YouTube channel. They're gonna be the star. I was thinking about this at a certain age, and he's like, I don't want to do that. Like, like he don't like the camera. He don't want the camera in his face. I would cancel because he doesn't want to do it.
Yeah. Like some people, I know some people he don't want to do it. Kids.
Just like how I, love dance and I love the arts. If he or she don't love the arts, then I'm not going to force them to do it. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to try to dibble and dabble in all the different activities as I can until something pins their interest, and then they can stick with it and love it and do it. Yeah. Whatever it is. I don't care what it is. Something that can just stimulate their mind. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I'm definitely going to do baby swimming.
Oh, really?
That's the first thing I'm doing. Baby swimming.
Easy how they already know how to swim. Because they be like swimming in the womb.
That's very true.
Ever heard that theory that if you literally just throw a baby into the pool, they'll start swimming? Did you ever hear that?
No.
You never heard that? But I would be way too scared to like try that because I feel like I'm the mom.
I'm gonna be holding up my baby for dear life.
When I become a mom, I know I'm gonna be that annoying, cautious mom. Like, I'm gonna be so scared of everything. Like, don't be going, what are you doing over there? Get off the stairs! Oh my god, like hazard everywhere. Like whole plugs everywhere.
Anything could possibly happen.
Where that junk just scares me. But alright, so we are finished with her makeup. up.
When they see my belly, they can't even tell that I'm pregnant.
You want to show him?
Yeah.
Oh, not really. Oh.
No.
You can see it right there.
Okay.
A little bit. Just a little butt. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, so now what we're about to do, I'm about to take a couple pictures of her for her photo shoot.